I can do is think about reading. What does Jessa Hastings put in there? What did she do to us, honestly? Oh my god, it crushed me. Hello, welcome back to another vlog. It is raining outside, so it's the perfect weather to start filming a reading vlog, a nice little cozy video for you all to watch. If you can hear a bit of a nasal in my voice, I apologize. I have a little bit of a cold, but that's okay. I'm feeling pretty good. I have been seriously in my reading era right now. At the start of this month, which where I'm currently filming, it's towards the end of February, but I think you'll probably be watching this in a couple of months' time. But at the start of this month, I was feeling a bit slumpy. I had to listen to a couple of audiobooks just because I couldn't get back into reading. And then the last few weeks, picked it right back up and I'm flying through the books. Like, all I can do is think about reading. I just want to do all my chores, get everything done so I can read in peace. But that does also mean that my bank account has taken a little bit of a hit because I'm very much in the book mood. So I have bought some books. So I thought I'd do a quick haul for you. So the first book that I got is Ali Hazelwood's new book, Bride. This is a story between a were and a vampire. There's an arranged marriage, and then I believe it falls into like an actual romance book, but obviously with that fantasy thing. I actually have not read about vampires since Twilight. I haven't read of anything to do with vampires since then, except for the vampire in Once Upon a Broken Time, but that was not really a big part of that book. So I'm so excited. I really love Ali Hazelwood's writing too, so I'm excited to see how she goes writing this more fantasy, or romantasy I should say, field book. It's also quite short. I believe it's about 380 pages, so I'm excited about that. And then I was also looking for some more like fantasy books because I've finished Agatha like a few months ago. I do want to start Throne of Glass, but I'm currently doing 75 soft, and that's going to be my reward at the end of 75 soft, that I buy the whole series. So in the meantime, I was like, what can I possibly read? I have seen such amazing things about this book. It is so highly ranked on BookTok as well, Goodreads, all of those things. It is called The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I actually don't know much about this, but it does say The Hunger Games meets vampires, and like that's all I need to know. Like, that sells me. Anything kind of Hunger Games-esque I really, really love. Clearly I'm in a vampire mood. I hope that I enjoy reading about vampires, but I just love it. Like, I like this cover too, so I'm so excited to give that a read. And then this is where it gets into like the book I'm currently reading. If you follow me on TikTok, which is just Brooke McQuaid, I can't remember if I've mentioned it in a vlog, but I read Magnolia Park maybe like October or November, to be honest, and I did not like it. Like, it's everyone's favorite book, and that first book, I think I ended up giving it 2.5 stars. I just didn't like the characters at all. Like, I didn't like Magnolia or BJ. They were very toxic. It felt repetitive to me, but at the same time, it stayed in my mind rent-free. It's like my Roman Empire. And a lot of people I see, some like really big Daisy Hates fans, or some are Magnolia fans, and the new book obviously just came out recently. So I was like, I'm going to give it another go, because so many of the people that I like to follow that are into reading, Rachel Catherine, Sophie Jane, that I enjoy watching, it really is one of their favorite series. So I picked up Daisy Hates. I put it on my TBR for February, which I'll link that video for you down below if you like. And I thought I'd hate it. I thought there's no way I'm going to like it at all. Tell me why I rated it 5 stars. It was so good. Like, I loved it. Is it toxic? Of course it's still toxic, but the depth to the characters, I loved it. Like, I ate it all up. You follow Daisy and Christian, but you also get a good perspective into Daisy's brother, Julian, who is like the big gang lord of London. Very high stakes, lots of things going on, but the emotional impact that book had on me, oh my god. I absolutely loved it. As soon as I finished it, I actually had to go pick up the next book, which brings me into the next 3 books that I bought in my book haul. So we have Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. I literally bought this a couple of days ago, and I am up to page 218. We then have Daisy Hates The Great Undoing, and then we have the brand new one, Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I have the old covers because that's what I have of Magnolia Park as well, but I do want the new ones. And oh my god, I'm currently reading this one, so the third one, Magnolia Park, The Long Way Home. So this is following Magnolia and BJ again. And I was like, I'm just going to have to push through this so that I can get to Daisy Hates. There's no world where I would have been convinced that you'd tell me that I end up liking Magnolia and BJ. Particularly BJ. Like Magnolia I did still enjoy, but there was not a chance that I was going to become a BJ stan. Like if you've read Magnolia, you know what happened, etc. And I was like, no way, I'm never going to forgive him. Like I won't like it. This got me. It got me good. I am a stan. I am loving it. Like I can't stop, and now I'm obsessed with the series. So if you've read the first book and you're like, oh, not what I thought, don't like it at all, I do recommend that you give the second one a go and see if you like Daisy Hates. And then it just gets so good from there. Like I'm obsessed. I don't think you can understand. I'm so excited to read the next Daisy Hates as well. So that brings me to the reading portion of this vlog. I'm going to rewind the time for you a bit till earlier this morning. And we are starting with Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. This is what I'm currently reading. So let me rewind the clock for you and let's jump into the vlog. Grab yourself a coffee, a warm drink, and let's chill out together. It is much later now. It is about 11 p.m. in the day, but I'm up to chapter 38, I think. The way that this book gets my hopes up, but I know not to like hold on to them. Something good has just happened at the end of chapter 37, and I'm so excited, and I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much because I know what this universe is like. It builds me up, then it breaks me down, then it builds me up, and then it breaks me down harder. So I'm nervous, but I thought I'd give you the update. Like I'm loving it. I'm nervous because I don't know how this book's gonna end. I hope that it goes well, but also what I hoped would happen has happened quite early into the book. I think I'm on page about 260-ish of almost 600 pages. So I know that it's gonna go sour quickly again and then probably pick back up. What does Jessa Hastings put in there? What did she do to us, honestly? And I can't believe it because I really didn't like the first book. So I honestly didn't think that I'd be this girl that was obsessed. But here I am. So I'm going to read a little bit more before bedtime, and then I will probably read some more in the morning. I knew it was too good. It's already going pear-shaped. Literally, it's one chapter later, and I knew it was too good to be true. This book, all of these books, this universe, it tears you down. Like, I don't know why we do this to ourselves, honestly, the people that love this series. I get it, because I really didn't like it, as I've said now 100 times, but still. The pain. Something weird is starting to happen though. I won't give any spoilers away, so don't worry, but I've never liked BJ. I've always preferred Magnolia. I think I'm starting to turn. I think I'm starting to prefer BJ. I don't know what that says about me. I don't condone a lot of his actions. Please don't get that misconstrued. But he takes a lot more ownership, at least at this point in the book. I feel like he's grown a lot as a person, and Magnolia is still a bit... she was wrong. I want to make it very clear that she was wrong first. And that is very, very true. But I think she needs to take a little bit more ownership for her wrongdoings too. That's how I feel right now. I think I'm going to sleep on it now. So now I'm up to chapter 39. So I'm going to go to bed. I'll read a few more chapters tomorrow. I'll report back how I'm feeling. But it makes me want to tear my hair out sometimes. Seriously. Just sort your shit out. Like, it drives me crazy. I think I do prefer the Daisy Hate books. But this one is really gripping me. So we'll see how it ends. I don't even know. I have actually no predictions, to be very honest with you. I don't know how it's going to end. So that's my final thoughts tonight, but I'm going to head to bed. Check-in, I am now up to chapter 50. I'm more than halfway, but I still do have like 250 pages left. This book, I think I told you yesterday, like something good happened and then of course something bad happened. And it's just does my head in. I much prefer this than the first Magnolia Parks book though. I still think I prefer the second book, but this one's up there. It's really good. You definitely get a lot more insight into the characters and their flaws, and a better understanding of like why they act that way. Is it good and does it excuse the behavior? No, not at all. But it just makes me feel a bit more and get a bit more attached to the characters. So I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, 347. I am going to read a little bit more and then I'll check in with you later tonight. I think I am going to head to the gym or head out for a walk. So I'll bring you along if I do either. It's the next day and I finished Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home, and oh my god, it crushed me. The ending. If you know, you know. I stupidly was listening to the audio version of it today because I only had a little bit left. So I was listening to it on my way to tennis, and that was like the worst pre-workout I could have ever done because it finished right before I had to start training. I'm devastated. Like, I'm going to need a good 5 business days to get over it. But also, I need to read the next Daisy Hates book so that I can read the last book of this. I get the hype. I was a hater. I was a massive hater when I read the first book. But I get it. I get the series. But oh my god. With Jessa Hastings, you always... Well, I used to think I always expected the unexpected. But the way this book ended... I didn't expect that. I did expect something bad to happen. Didn't expect it to be the particular character. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, the ending broke me. I saw someone talking about these books where there's like something really good happening at the same time that something really bad happens. And it's just... I'm so sad. Like, I know that these are fictional characters, but this ending, oh, I actually am devastated, but it was so good. It is definitely a 5-star read for me. I gobbled it up. I read it in like 3 days, I think, and it is almost 600 pages, 591 pages. I really recommend, if you can't tell already, if you didn't like the first book, I still think you should push through and get through this series. But I'm going to finish off this reading vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to go read the next Daisy Hates. For now, I'm gonna be eating some chocolate and trying to repair my heart after this read because I'm not doing well. As always though, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Do follow me over on my Instagram, it's just @BrookeMcQuaid, and I'll see you in my next video.